Ali G, and this is a review of urban body jewelry. There's 4 different kinds of body jewelry here, made from 4 different kinds of materials. I find you can get basic plugs almost anywhere online, so I went looking for pieces that I thought would be more unique. This video is not sponsored, but the company did give me this product for review purposes, so let's have a look. I got glass squid spirals, wooden tunnel plugs, white jade teardrop earrings, and this septum ring. This is the rose gold PVD CZ Escent ring. What does that mean? So PVD means physical vapor distribution. It means that it's one metal that's been blasted with another metal. So this actually isn't made from pure rose gold, but it's coated in rose gold. This type of coating is more durable than just regular plating. CZ means cubic zirconium. So even though they might look like diamonds, they're not real diamonds. These aren't negative facts. They're things that make it an affordable piece of jewelry while still looking beautiful and shiny and expensive. This septum ring was $8.95. I'm wearing it right now in the 16 gauge size. A big thing for me with septum rings is I don't want them hanging too low and hitting my upper lip while I'm talking. I find that very distracting. This one hangs at an appropriate height where it doesn't distract me. I feel it a little bit, but it's not bothersome at all. This is a seamless ring though. So unlike a clicker that opens from the top, this actually has to be bent and then rebent into shape. Sometimes they're very difficult to put in. You can be standing in front of a mirror, pliers, trying to get it, and it's not an enjoyable experience. I was able to open this with my hands, and then I got it mostly into place with my hands, but I did use pliers just to line it up perfectly. These are the Sono wood tunnels. I'm wearing them in 1/2 inch size, and it has a wearable diameter of 11.5 millimeters. These earrings are double flared. Some people don't like double flared earrings because they can be more of a challenge to put in. I had no problem getting these in though. I personally prefer the double flared earrings because I find that they give me more of a sense of security when I'm wearing them in my ear. They're wood, so they're very lightweight. You don't feel them when you're wearing them in your ears. The wood is a nice dark color, and it has a smooth finish on it, so there's no rough edges. And the price was $15.70. Organic jewelry like this is not meant for freshly stretched lobes, but for healed lobes. I've never had a pair of wooden tunnels before. I've had the ear skins and metal tunnels, but I actually really like these wooden tunnels. They provide a natural look, but they still allow you to show off the size of your gauge. These are the white jade teardrop stone plugs. I've never had teardrop shaped plugs before, so I was super excited to get these. I did use some oil to put these into my ears because the shape is a bit irregular from what I'm used to. They're made of stone, so there is a little bit of weight to them, but they aren't heavy like weighted earrings. These are 1/2 inch in size. The measurements provided for this size were 10 millimeters by 15 millimeters. 1/2 inch is typically 12 millimeters. So losing some width on the sides and pushing it up instead rounded it out and made sense in my mind. These earrings are also double flared, and the flare isn't that large. The earrings aren't that long, so it wasn't hard to put in. The stones are very smooth. There's no rough edges or sharp points. The color of the white jade is very opaque, but when you look it up close, you can see more details in it. For the pair of these, it was $14.99. I was always afraid to try teardrop earrings before because I thought that they might permanently alter the shape of my ear or might stretch it more than just the 1/2 inch. But I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy the way that these feel in my ear, and they add a more unique look, I feel. These are the Aqua blue glass squid spirals. These are 1/2 inch in size, which is 12 millimeters. The height of the earring is 3 inches, or approximately 75 millimeters. I like this length because it's long enough to be noticeable, but it doesn't hit my shoulders. Like most earrings, when you have larger gauges, they tend to not sit forward, instead sit sideways. Sometimes with spirals that are large and round, I don't like wearing them because it adds more width. But because of these, there's more in the vertical than the horizontal, I still like the way that they sit. These are hand blown from Pyrex glass, and they're fragile. I find that the twists in the jewelry keep it better in your ear and more secure so that they don't fall out. Because they're glass, they're also lightweight. I do feel them hitting my hair, but it's not the weight that bothers me when I'm wearing them. I did see some reviews that said that the sizing wasn't accurate and it was a bit small. I don't know if it's because I'm wearing these right after wearing the teardrop shaped ones, but they do feel a bit smaller in my ears. Not small enough that they're gonna fall out, but not pushing the limits of the half an inch. The listing did warn me though, that because they are hand blown, they can vary in sizes up to 1 millimeter, which is probably just why it feels a bit smaller than the others. These earrings aren't hard to put in. Although they twist, there's enough room for you to be able to fit your lobe in between. I love the color of this glass. It's this light aqua turquoise kind of. It gives me mermaid feels. It's color without being too out there and vibrant. For the pair of these in half an inch, it was $15.45. Urban Body Jewelry has been kind enough to give us a discount code. So if you want to pick up any pieces for yourself, you can use the code SUNNY10 for 10% off your order. This was my first time trying jewelry from Urban Body Jewelry. I was pleased with the 4 pieces that I got, and I'm curious to try out their other products. I hope that this was useful, that you could actually see the jewelry, see what it looked like in, and see what an actual person thought about it. I personally like to see what the body jewelry looks like in an actual ear or on a person. And if you want to get any of this jewelry or other jewelry for yourself from the website, remember, use code SUNNY10 and it'll get you 10% off. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more in the coming future, hit the subscribe button.